A few years after the Maverick's launch, the interest in small pickups doesn't abate at all. Moreover, everyone expects to see significant growth in the following years, because several car makers are about to join the segment. Subaru is one of them, and as a company that left its mark in the US small pickup market and definitely has experience in making such vehicles, we have no doubt that it has the potential to offer a highly competitive model. We have already found 7 reasons why the Subaru BRAT is about to dominate the small truck market. So let the countdown begin. Number 7. Standard all-wheel drive. Okay, this was easy. If you are into Japanese cars, you know very well that the famous symmetric all-wheel drive system has always been Subaru's trademark. And in the segment where pickups feature front-wheel drive or front-wheel drive biased all-wheel drive system, Subaru can easily dominate. Simply put, this company builds all of its models as AWD vehicles from scratch, offering a permanent power distribution. Moreover, Subaru's system is famous for excellent mass distribution, which, along with advanced tech features, ensures seamless drive in all weather conditions. In the real world, this means that we can expect Subaru BRAT to come with lots of advantages over the competition. First of all, there is the matter of grip, which is superior in areas with a lot of snow and rain. Moreover, this also means more engaging handling and better acting in corners. Finally, such a capable all-wheel drive system is a foundation for excellent off-road performance, which we will talk about in a moment. Number 6. Off-road performance. As we've just mentioned, the benefits of a symmetric all-wheel drive system are numerous, starting from a significantly higher off-road potential. For that reason, we have no doubt that even the most basic variants of this pickup will be able to tackle demanding terrains. But all-wheel drive is just one aspect of off-roading. What's also typical for Subaru vehicles is that they usually feature higher ground clearance compared to their classmates, so we may expect a similar constellation in the case of the new BRAT. Finally, we definitely expect to see a dedicated off-road version, which would improve in this aspect significantly. That model would not just feature an advanced all-wheel drive system, but also a full load of other upgrades. Of course, we are talking about the Wilderness trim, which brings various upgrades, starting from the off-road suspension, increased ground clearance, all-terrain tires, underbody protection, and many more. Number 5. Boxer engines. Opinions about boxer engines are divided. The fact is that they usually consume more fuel than regular inline-4 engines, and that they are often less reliable and, therefore, more expensive to maintain. But there are also several advantages, which could be particularly important in the case of a pickup like BRAT. And no, we are not talking about the legendary engine note that comes from unequal length headers, as the company doesn't install them anymore. No, we are talking about the purely technical aspect of the Boxer engine's design, starting from the fact that it is positioned very low and much closer to the middle of the vehicle, way behind the front axle. As you may presume, this means a notably lower center of gravity compared to classic transversely mounted inline-4 engines, which reflects in less body roll and superior handling. Furthermore, the fact that the engine is positioned in the center and that the half axles are of the same length also means perfect weight distribution, which is probably the main reason why Subaru's all-wheel drive system is so effective and, therefore, so legendary. As for the particular engine choice in the case of BRAT, there are several units that can find their place under the hood of this pickup. For example, the most basic models could come with a 2.0-liter flat 4 that puts out no more than 152 horsepower, while the more expensive versions would probably use a bigger 2.5-liter unit with 182 horsepower. Also, we won't exclude the possibility of seeing the new 1.8-liter Turbo 4, which puts out 175 horsepower and quite a decent 221 pound-feet of torque. Finally, we see no reason why this pickup wouldn't be offered in some kind of a high-performance version, with engine power that's on par with Turbo 4 variants of Maverick and Santa Cruz. In that case, the BRAT would come equipped with a pretty capable 2.4-liter Turbo 4, which puts out around 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. All engines are expected to be coupled with a CVT, but there are also rumors about the 6-speed manual being offered in certain versions of the pickup. Number 4. Safety and tech features. Subaru has always been known as a company that puts a lot of focus on safety, so we expect nothing less from the BRAT. Although a pickup, we are pretty sure it will come with a full load of standard and available safety features. Of course, it's still early to go into details, but we can refer to the recently redesigned Crosstrek, which is expected to be one of BRAT's closest relatives. That small crossover comes standard with things like forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane keep and lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, evasive steering assist, automatic high beams, and more. Also, there are a few upgrades available in higher trim levels, such as reverse collision warning, reverse automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross traffic alert. So we presume the new pickup could come with a similar list of options. Besides safety, modern Subarus are also impressive when it comes to tech and convenience features. So we expect the base BRAT to come standard with familiar goodies like dual touchscreen, HD radio, smartphone integration, dual zone climate control, and similar things. We also expect a long list of options, which would include a bigger 11.6-inch infotainment screen, wireless charging, Wi-Fi hotspot, navigation, and many more. Number 3. Compact dimensions. Compact unibody pickups feature small dimensions, but only when compared to other pickups. Around 120 inches of wheelbase and 200 inches in total length don't sound all that compact at all, especially if we consider that many buyers of these vehicles are non-traditional truck drivers who haven't been used to such proportions. For them, the new Subaru BRAT could be a great, more compact alternative because there are many sources that suggest that Subaru won't follow the segment standards established by Ford and Hyundai. Instead, Subaru is about to offer something a little bit smaller. How much smaller? It's unclear, but there are reports that suggest a wheelbase of around 110 inches. In any case, the smaller size would bring a couple of benefits, especially when it comes to maneuvering in tight spaces. This could be an advantage not just in tight urban areas, but also in terms of off-roading, where dealing with obstacles is often determined by the vehicle's maneuverability, breakover angle, and similar things. In these cases, smaller is actually better. Number 2. Practical, well-built interior. Practicality has always been one of Subaru's key strengths, so the expectations from the new pickup are high. We count on a well-designed cabin, which offers a lot of passenger space, but also brings some practical design solutions, with numerous storage compartments, cup holders, and similar things. As for the seating configuration, we don't expect surprises, so a double cab version is the only one we will probably see. That cabin should offer a similar amount of passenger space as the bigger classmates, so you may presume that the cargo bed will have to be shorter. It will probably go around 3.5 feet. So Subaru engineers will have to implement some smart solutions to keep up in terms of functionality. And as you may guess, the first thing that comes to mind is the folding mid-gate design from the old Baja, which, combined with a classic bed extender, was able to provide 2 times more space than the actual bed length. But this cabin won't be just practical. The old days when Subaru's interiors were nothing but cheap plastics and Spartan design are long gone. Today's models are stylish, well-built, and with a fine selection of materials, while the long list of tech and convenience features make everything look even more upscale. Nothing less is expected from this pickup, and we are pretty sure it won't lag behind the competition in terms of interior quality. Number 1. Ride quality. People love this Japanese brand for many reasons. Of course, there is an excellent all-wheel drive system, along with boxer engines. People also like the practicality, while enthusiasts highly appreciate WRC's heritage. But what often gets overlooked is the ride quality, which is, in our humble opinion, one of the biggest advantages over the competition. For a moment, we have to get back to boxer engines and their placement. As mentioned, they are positioned very low, which means that the center of gravity is notably lower compared to most other cars, and that's Subaru's trump card when it comes to ride quality. With such a low center of gravity, there is notably less body roll in corners, which means that Subaru engineers don't have to stiffen up the suspension to make their SUVs, and in this case pickups, drivable on the road. No, Subaru models usually feature softer suspension than classmates, and as a result, they are more comfortable and more engaging to drive at the same time. Simply put, from the technical standpoint, They are engineered better. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.